Dramatic music fades in, close-up shot of a meerkat's alert eyes scanning the horizon. In the scorching heat of the African desert, where danger lurks in every shadow, a small creature defies the odds, not through strength or speed, but through an invisible power that binds them as one. Wide shot of a meerkat colony, with individuals standing on their hind legs. This is the story of the meerkats and their mysterious telepathy. Music intensifies. Have you ever wondered if communication could exist without words, without sound, without even sight? Imagine a hidden thread weaving minds together, an invisible current that transmits warning, comfort, and direction. A current so subtle, yet so precise, that an entire community can act as one body, as if guided by a single soul. In the vast deserts of southern Africa, under the relentless sun, survival is a game of constant vigilance. Here, in a land where shadows conceal both predator and prey, small creatures known as meerkats thrive against all odds. They are not the strongest, nor the fastest, nor the most fearsome, yet they endured because they possess something astonishing, an almost telepathic bond. Shot of a meerkat sentinel suddenly alerting the group. When danger approaches, a hawk circling in the sky or a cobra slithering nearby, no spoken language is needed. With the faintest chirp, or sometimes with no audible sound at all, the group shifts, freezes, scatters, or stands together. One meerkat looks up, and instantly, as if pulled by invisible strings, the others follow. Scientists call it collective intelligence. Mystics might call it something else. Telepathy of the wild. A consciousness shared not through speech, but through presence, awareness, and something deeper, something that brushes against the boundaries of what we call the mind. Montage of meerkats working together, foraging, and standing guard. Throughout human history, the concept of invisible communication has always existed as a mystery parallel to the progress of civilization. Primitive tribes believed that all creatures in the forest had a silent voice, a flow of energy beyond words. Amazon shamans used to whisper, "The good hunter doesn't listen with his ears, but with his soul." In Africa, where meerkats live, local legends tell that they are spirit guardians of the desert, gifted with the ability to read the invisible signals of earth and sky to protect their community. In Eastern philosophy, this concept is not unfamiliar. Taoists call it ki sensing, the harmony of life in the universal flow. Buddhism emphasizes mind resonance. When a group of beings achieves unity, they can understand each other without speaking. These concepts seem to find reflection in how meerkats operate. When one stands guard, the entire clan instantly hears the warning signal with just a sound or a movement. There are no meetings, no detailed plans, only absolute trust and a network of subtle perception. Close-up of meerkats' alert faces, followed by a wide shot of the desert landscape. In the Western world, many thinkers have also pondered this connection. Aristotle believed that every community could only exist when there was a collective soul. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, where humans share memory patterns and symbols across time. When we see a meerkat clan moving as a unified body, we see a miniature image of that collective unconscious, a harmony of instinct beyond ordinary reason. The strange thing is, modern science has also begun to shed light on this mystery. Studies show that meerkats possess a complex sound system, not only for alerting but also for adjusting the behavior of the entire clan. But many observers assert there is still something unexplainable, because their reactions are faster than the time needed to transmit normal signals. It's as if they know in advance what will happen, or there's a subtle flow of information that humans haven't yet touched. Slow-motion footage of meerkats reacting in unison to a threat. When connecting ancient legends and modern scientific research, a picture gradually emerges. Meerkats are not just small animals living in the harsh desert. They are living symbols of collective intelligence, an intelligence that can transcend words, transcend individual limits to become community strength. And in that image, humans can learn more than we might think. Imagine a desert stretching endlessly under the burning African sun. Life here is harsh, fragile, and unforgiving. Yet, in this barren land, there exists a creature that defies the ordinary rules of survival. The meerkat. Small, seemingly defenseless, yet thriving in the wilderness where many greater beasts falter. The secret of their survival does not lie in sharp claws or powerful jaws, but in something far more mysterious, an intelligence that binds them together, as if their minds are woven into a single thread. Aerial shot of a meerkat colony, showing their intricate burrow system. To understand this, let us look closely at their behavior. A meerkat colony, known as a mob or clan, functions like a living organism. While one group forages, another stands guard. A sentinel climbs to the highest vantage point, scanning the horizon for danger. The moment a shadow of a hawk passes overhead, a high-pitched alarm cuts through the air. Instantly, the group scatters, diving into burrows, vanishing as though they shared one heartbeat, one thought. At first glance, we may say this is instinct, an evolutionary reflex. But if we look deeper, we find something more profound. The timing of their movements, the precision of their responses, the way each member anticipates the actions of others. It seems almost telepathic. Modern science calls it emergent intelligence, the phenomenon where collective behavior arises from simple rules. But to the mystic's eye, this is an echo of something older, a memory of how life was once unified before fragmentation, when beings communicated not through words but through pure resonance of thought. Close-up of meerkats' eyes, followed by a montage of their coordinated movements. Meerkats demonstrate what philosophers have long suggested, that consciousness may not be confined to the individual. Just as cells within a body coordinate without spoken commands, perhaps minds within a group can align, resonating like instruments tuned to the same frequency. The meerkats remind us of the possibility that intelligence is not merely personal. It can be shared, extended, and multiplied. Scientists studying meerkats often notice something peculiar. When danger approaches, the alarm call is not always sounded by the same individual. Instead, it rotates. One day it may be a young sentinel, another day an elder. It is as though the duty itself flows invisibly among them, like water finding its path. There is no visible leader, no rigid chain of command, and yet, the entire group operates as if following one mind. Slow-motion footage of meerkats communicating through subtle body language. This pattern invites us to consider the hidden order beneath chaos. The meerkat's communication is not limited to sound. Subtle shifts in posture, the tilt of a head, even the rhythm of digging or grooming can ripple through the group, signaling intention without words. Their unity emerges not from dominance but from resonance, a deep attunement that allows each member to sense the whole. Mystics across cultures have long spoken of this principle. In India, it is called Sangha, the power of the collective mind. In Taoist tradition, it is Wu-Wei, effortless action that arises when individuals dissolve into harmony with the flow. The meerkats unknowingly embody these ancient truths. Their telepathy is not a supernatural gift, but a natural expression of being profoundly connected. Wide shot of the desert at sunset, with meerkats silhouetted against the sky. If we look deeply, the meerkats are not simply small desert creatures. They are mirrors of the hidden dimension of life itself. Their silent synchronization reveals a truth that sages have whispered for millennia. Consciousness is not confined to the individual. In the Upanishads it is written that the self is like a spark from a great fire, seemingly separate, yet inseparable from the source. The meerkat's unity shows us how this truth plays out in the living world. Their minds resonate not in isolation, but as waves in a greater field of awareness. Montage of various animals exhibiting collective behavior. Modern science, too, begins to touch this mystery. Studies on collective behavior in animals, from flocks of starlings to schools of fish, suggest that some form of non-verbal, almost telepathic, connection exists. The meerkats are one piece in this grand puzzle, reminding us that life moves as a symphony, not as solos. And what does this mean for us, as human beings? It means that every thought we hold, every emotion we emit, becomes part of the collective field. Just as one meerkat's hesitation can endanger the whole group, one person's courage or compassion can inspire countless others. We are, whether we admit it or not, constantly sharing in a silent telepathy, a communion of minds. Close-up of a meerkat's face, looking directly at the camera, the great mystic Rumi once said, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop." The meerkats in their simple desert lives embody this teaching. They remind us that to survive, to thrive, to truly live, we must listen not only with our ears, but with our hearts, attuned to the invisible threads binding us all. Final wide shot of the desert landscape with meerkats in the foreground. In the vast deserts of Africa, beneath the blazing sun and endless horizons, the meerkats thrive not because of their size, their strength, or their speed, but because of their connection. Their silent telepathy is a reminder that survival, beauty, and even wisdom come not from isolation, but from unity. As we watch them, we are invited to reflect on our own lives. How often do we silence the voice within us that senses the unspoken, the intuition that guides, the empathy that connects, the awareness that unites? Perhaps the meerkats are teaching us that this forgotten language, the language of resonance, is the key to living in harmony with each other and with the earth. So the next time you hear the rustle of leaves, or feel the presence of another without a word spoken, remember the meerkats. Remember that life itself is woven by invisible threads. Threads that bind us to one another, to nature, and to the great mystery of existence. Because in the end, the true telepathy is not just in the desert, it is within us all. Music fades out.